And happy Saturday evening to all of you out there in Facebook and YouTube land. We're glad you could join us tonight. Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And as you can tell, we are missing two of our compadres tonight. Mr. Charlie Platt is in, what's the name of that town, Floyd?
Up Alabama.
Over at the Rattler 250.
No, it ain't a Rattler. It ain't a Rattler 250. It's just a race, a big car race over there. A Rattler 250 is where we was at when we were the Grand Marshals over there.
Oh, that's right. When we made
Chase Eddie, we encouraged him and counseled with him and made him a NASCAR race car driver right there. While we convinced him he needed to go ahead and go for it because he had everything going for him. One, he was from Georgia. He was a nice-looking young man, and his daddy was a race car driver, so he had three things in his favor right there. His daddy was a race car driver who had plenty of money, so he had those three things going for him right there, plus us. So I think he was lacking confidence until we counseled.
Hang on, something's going on, Floyd. Your sound.
I've been down.
I don't know. Hang on. Hold on. Here we go. All right, there we go. George Williams said he couldn't hear, said there wasn't no sound. I don't know what's going on.
What's wrong with George? I said George got him $4,000 a year hearing aids too, ain't he? Huh?
Yeah.
Something like that.
He's the only one no sound anyway. And Queasel tonight, y'all know Queasel's competitive. Queasel's doing two competitions tonight. He is doing the 2021 gas siphoning and the 2021 national buck dancing competition. Both of them tonight. He's doing both of those tonight. So,
gas siphoning champion.
Gas siphoning champion. He's trying to defend his championship. A guy out of San Francisco beat him one time, and then he's trying to defend his reserve champion buck dancing title. And so
I won it one time.
Yeah, you won it. It's me and Floyd tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are glad you have invited us into your home. We're coming to you live tonight on studios at 5/8 Flamingo Road and 3/8 Tobacco Road, Georgia. Coming to you live from our studios in Enterprise, Georgia. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 3 sunken islands. This week you can catch our show on the reruns following Quincy, Welcome Back Cotter, and The Farmer's Daughter. All 3 of those you can. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight, very first time, we are very privileged tonight. Most of the time we are live on the big screen at restaurants. And tonight we got a brand new sponsor. We are live tonight on the big screen at Doc's Dog Grooming, Discount Dentures, Wedding Planners, Septic Tank Service, and Digestive Counseling in Disco, Wisconsin.
Boy, how you be able to say all that with a straight face, Marvin? You good, you know that. You got that preaching experience. I couldn't say it. I can't say it. Say it one more time. Now, where we at now?
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are live the very first time. And I hate Queasel and Charlie. We're not able to be on it, but Floyd and I are. Doc's Dog Grooming, Discount Dentures, Wedding Planners, Septic Tank Service, and Digestive Counseling in Disco, Wisconsin.
Oh, only in Wisconsin. Oh, Lord, have mercy. And they need too much cheese up there. They need some digestive counseling up there in Wisconsin.
It can be stopped up.
Yeah, clogged up. Got that counseling going on with them. Oh, they mercy. Woo.
Well, man, Floyd, it's just me and you tonight. What's been going on, brother?
Oh, man, I've been over here on, well, like you say, 5/8 Flamingo Boulevard, 3/8 Tobacco Road. Still ain't got my road. They pulled out on me. They all of them in Bainbridge down there. I was in Bainbridge a couple of days this past week. All of them, everything Oxford's got, every piece of equipment they got down there in Bainbridge, Georgia. They in West Bainbridge, they in downtown Bainbridge. They paving everything down there. I think they have reincarnated Marvin Griffin. Y'all remember Marvin Griffin? He was the governor back in the late 50s from Bainbridge. He was the governor of Georgia in the late 50s from Bainbridge, and he paved every road in Decatur County and tried to pave the Flint River. He couldn't do that, so he made it an inland port. So it looked like Marvin Griffin been reincarnated down there in Bainbridge, Georgia now. All that stuff. But I I hate to say this. I want to share this with y'all. Maybe y'all can help me out with it. I seen him out there the other day. I went out there, and I'm always a gregarious type person, and want to go talk to people and interact with people out there. I went walking out there from my yard. I could see him. They was all out there with all that paving equipment. Done paved mostly. Done paved all on one side of the road and coming back up the street on the other side of the road. And I walked out there, and I went walking up out there, and the straw boss man there for the Oxford paving bunch. He looked at me and he said, I believe I know you. Don't you? I believe I know you. Ain't you? Don't you be on? Don't you be on? Ain't you Floyd B. Lloyd? Ain't y'all on with the Dirt Road Sports on Saturday night? I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, how you know that? He said, well, he said, me and my wife been watching you, and said my wife wanted me to inform you that she is a member of the Albany Pentecostal Church. And about that time, they pulled freight.
Yep.
So that got it. They won't never be back. They won't never be back on Flamingo Boulevard no more.
You know, Tony Clay told you that.
Yeah, I know it. He know they got ganging up on me, man. They ganged up on me, sure enough. Yeah. I've been getting some kind of sideways eyeballing from some of these women. I'll be in a Walmart or something down there, and I'll be seeing them. They be pushing the cart, and they be kind of eyeballing me sideways there, and I just ease on, man. I mean, I'm on thin ice with them, I know, but it is what it is. I can't help it. You can't retract it. You can't draw it back. Once it's already out there, cyber land, and it's out there. It's gone. And so.
Well, I was kind of wondering the other day. I came by up here, and the Jehovah's Witness church is for sale, and I didn't know if you had as a for sale sign on it, and I didn't know if some of your short list had caused them to have to sell the building.
Yeah, I don't know what went on with that. It surprised me too. I figured that Flat Creek Church might want to open up a South Side campus down there at the Jehovah's Witness Church. I ain't never seen Jehovah's Witness Church go out of business.
I don't know
what that. But that one thing I've been noticing. I could use this on my short list. I don't see no young Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, they all older.
They don't never come to my house. It's all old women. All old women. Every once in a while they'll have an old man. He'll be going along there with them, but he let the women do all the talking. But it's mostly old women. And they get out with a little pamphlet. Nice, just as nice as they can be. Get out with a little pamphlet. And I cordialize with them a little bit there. And anyway, do you do the same thing when they come to your place, Marvin? Do you cordialize with them?
Yeah, I'm nice. I'm not going to be ugly to them. I mean, to be ugly.
I ain't going to be ugly to nobody.
I want to talk about Jesus. I'm going to talk about Jesus now the way I,
where the book says.
What the book
where the book says. That's right. There's a way that the book said. And anyway, that's enough preaching for me. They don't want to hear me preach. That's a fact.
Man, they watching us from all over tonight. We got the Pentecostal, Tony Clay and his Pentecostal sisters watching tonight. Already, if we need it. There's folks from Enterprise, Georgia watching. Chris and Faye Whitaker and their whole clan are watching from Rome, Georgia. His niece graduated from college today, and so they moving her back, and they watching from up there. Man, we got the Oggs watching. Aaron Williams says he's at Disneyland. Now, I don't know.
He's been at Disneyland a long time. Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
I got you.
Let me tell you a story about him talking about Disney. Let me tell you. I auctioneered for Earl Nichols when Earl Nichols used to have all them big farm equipment auctions down there in Bainbridge. I was the auctioneer, helped him out down there. And anyway, you be going along there, and you kind of have an idea about what something is worth. I mean, if you pull up there in the sound truck and you see about a $25,000 or $30,000 tractor sitting there, you're not going to ask for $500 because you'll be there until the next day sometime doing it. So anyway, I pulled up. I think it was a dirt pan or something that Aaron had on his mind. He was standing out there, he was standing out there, had his hand up on his hip. I knew that I could see if he was ready. He was locked and loaded, man. You can see him when if you've been doing this stuff as long as I have, you can read them. You know what they got on their mind. Anyway, good looking dirt pan. And anyway, I pull up there, and it's probably about a $3,500 dirt pan. I pull up there, and I say, all right, have it a bid, he would be $2,500, he would be $25, asking for money. That's what you do. He says $300. I said, whoa, wait a minute. I said, now wait a minute, hold on, Aaron. I said, now we ain't at Disneyland. I said, this is the real world right here where we at. If you want to go to Fantasyland, you need to go to Disneyland. So that's what I started calling him, and he called me the same thing, Disneyland. We've had a lot of fun with it.
That's
Hey, Aaron,
pretty.
good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you for
He
joining us,
knows. Yeah.
man. You can see all kind of characters at an auction, can't you?
What you talking about, son? You can see everything and hear everything at an auction except the Ten Commandments and the Lord's Prayer. Very little of that going on, unless you go to one. And I ain't gonna go down that road. But anyway,
I know where you're going with
you're well
that.
ahead with that. I'm gonna back off on that one.
Hit the rewind. Anyway, let
Yeah.
me ask you this: have you ever seen people at an auction? I mean, they want to get it for nothing.
Oh yeah, that's what everyone's wanting to do. He thought he was going. Yeah, he gonna get that. He gonna buy a $3,500 dirt pan for $300. He thought I was foolish enough to say, "Oh, it's sold. You got it." And for $300. But anyway, they'll try you. They'll always try you. They'll
You
try
realize
you.
how hard you would have had to work to go from 300 up to just to catch up to 2,500.
Oh man, they're $5. He want to go $5 at a time. We don't do that. I can't do that, man. I'm too old. I can't do that. So, I've seen it happen though. I've seen some of these little young auctioneers that man, what they lack in talent, they make up for with enthusiasm. And I've seen them. They'll get on there. They'll get $5 at a time. They start at $100 and go to $500. $5 at a time.
Hey, I was at one this morning, $1 at the time.
Get
Started
out
at
of
a
here.
dollar and went $1 at the time. I had to leave.
I can't take that. I can't do that, man. I can't. I couldn't make a living doing that. So good. Some folks have and they do well, and that's fine if that's what they can do. But I can't do
Hey
that.
guys, we wanted to tell you if y'all call in, somebody call in tonight. It's Mother's Day weekend. We want to wish a happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. We appreciate you. I want to say a big happy Mother's Day to my mother, Diane Thomas. I'll let her know I love her, and my mother-in-law, Miss Monty Bass, and we love both of them. We love our mothers, and I know many of you mothers have gone on. But hey, remember the good times. Remember all the times you had growing up. Remember your mama. That's what tomorrow's about. We set it aside to honor and remember our mamas. And I know many of you that are watching tonight are mothers, and we want to say a big, big happy Mother's Day to you. But our phone lines are open, 229-254-5060. If you want to call in, we'll put you on the air. We want you to talk about something when you call in, and we'll kind of keep it rolling, maybe 30, 60 seconds or something. But we'd love for you to call in tonight if you got something you'd like to ask us, something to talk about. You got a complaint with me or Floyd or any of the Dirt Road Sports and Charlie Platt on how we stand right there. All you got to do is call right there. Floyd's got the phone ready.
Got my phone ready. I'll ask you, any of you Democrat communists out there that want to call and argue about anything that we're going to talk about, call us. We'll talk to you. I have my phone right there. Hotline to you. That's the hotline. So, yeah, call in. So we ready to roll.
I just had a text that said that somebody ought to buy that Jehovah's Witness out there and make a good catfish restaurant where it's located.
That's right. Sure would make a good catfish. Make a good. I tell you what, it make a good birthday cake baking place, or either like a American flag manufacturing plant there. Make a good one for that. Located right there on 91 in and traffic go in and out.
Yeah. Christmas tree farm.
Christmas tree farm right there. That's right. Christmas decorations. Put that in there. That'll work.
Oh, man, I'm gonna tell you what. We've been a good week this week. Been a pretty week. Pretty day today.
I got out there and cut my grass, man, this morning. I got out there and cut my grass, and let me tell you what happened, man. Let me tell you about what living in Colquitt, Georgia. Let me tell you what it's like for you people who don't have friends or don't associate with nobody, or any of y'all liberal Democrats out there that scared of everybody. I got a neighbor lives across the street over there from me. He's a young man, and his mom and dad is Danny Helms and Linda Helms. It's Jeff Helms. He lives over there, lives by himself. He don't. He's one of the best neighbors I got. You don't never see him. He gets up and goes to work and comes back home. But anyway, Danny Helms was come over here yesterday. Helms come over here yesterday. Helms got him a big old mower. He got a super mower. I mean, it's one of them. It's one of them John Deere's. It's a gas powered, but it's a super mower. It's got the handles on it. It ain't got the steering wheel. Got them handles on it. Anyway, he come over here and cut his son's grass farm. His son been busy working long hours, so him loads his lawnmower. He done cut all around his house out there. I'm gonna tell you something about a man on a lawnmower now. A man on a lawnmower get it done. If he's in the right mood, if he's in the right frame of mind, you better get back out of his way because he's fixing to cut some grass. Helms was in that mood yesterday. Went over and cut his son's grass. Son got a big old yard over there. Anyway, they had him held on that big old lawnmower. Got a big old trailer he pulled behind his truck, loaded the lawnmower up on. He was on that lawnmower, man. He had it going over there. I was sitting out here at my little office on the patio out here. I was just observing, watching him, sitting out there just kind of cooling, chilling. And Helms come driving across the street on his lawnmower, come pulling up right where I was at, right up on my little shelter out here where I'm at now. Pulled up under there. What you doing, Floyd? I said, oh man, I said, I'm just sitting there. I had on my creased trousers. They had a pressed crease in them, and had my white shirt on, pressed white starched white shirt on, and everything, And Helms, he was decked out, man. He had his shorts on, he had his t-shirt on, his cap on, his mask on, all that kind of stuff. He said, and my grass it needed cutting. He said, you want me to cut your grass? I said, it took me aback. I mean, you ever had anybody just pull up in your yard and do that, Marvin?
No.
He pulled up in my yard. He said, I'm in a grass cutting mood right now. He said, you want your grass cut? Said, I cut your grass for you. And I had got old Moose Moore. He's in the lawn service business. So I got him earlier in the week to spray out some chemical on got some weeds coming up. Everybody has weeds in their grass. Got some weeds. Got him sprayed out. And Moose had told me, said, wait a few days before you cut it. It wasn't out of hand at all. But anyway, I told him, I gave him the excuse. I said, no, I said better lay off on it. Moose told me not to cut it for a few days there till it has that chemical, has a time to react and work and kill that grass. So anyway, he said, well, I just want to let you know I'm ready to cut it. So he was commenced to telling me what all he'd been doing on his lawnmower, cutting around his pond and this and that and other, and up and down the road and all this. And he's sitting up on his lawnmower the whole time, sitting up there styling, on it. I mean, that lawnmower costs as much as most folks' automobiles do.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of John Deere, one of them John Z47s or CZ something. So anyway, he pulled. He said, I don't say it ain't ever off. I said, that's fine. I said, man, I appreciate it. But see, that's the thing about living where we live, man. You got folks that'll do that for you. And he didn't ask me. He didn't say how much will you pay me to cut your grass. He said, if you want me to, I'll cut your grass. And it won't take me no time, and it wouldn't. Well, guess what happened? See, I just about half lied to him about the Moose spray, and Moose did spray, but I could get in there and cut the grass anytime I wanted to. But I kind of want him to thank you, but no thank you kind of deal. But he left. We were friends when he left. So guess what? I get out there this morning, go to cut my grass, and guess what? Who coming down the road? Guess who's coming down Flamingo Boulevard and Tobacco Road? Danny Hills coming back. He seen me on my lawnmower out there, and he blowed the horn and waved his hand at me. And he had come over here to spray out some chemical around some trees and all for his son. His son wasn't there today. He was off working today. So that's him. Anyway, we got friends like that. We got folks that live. That's a good man. I wouldn't trade places. I wouldn't go.
You think that would happen if you lived in New York City?
That would never happen if I lived in New York City. It would never happen. It wouldn't happen if I lived in Detroit or Chicago or Minneapolis, Washington State, Seattle, or Portland, Oregon. Who in the world wants to live there? Because that's where all the smart folks are. All the smart folks is in these big liberal cities. Us dumb honkies, us dumb folks, we just down here in the South, we don't know nothing. We just out here, we just in smart folks' way. We got folks that on Facebook that live on Facebook that just talk about how stupid we are. And man, but anyway, hey, I made it this far.
Man, there's a lot going on in the world. We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. Right now, let's give a shout out to a good buddy of ours, Mr. Carlton Buddy Chambers. And he is at Spring Creek. Hold on. Got a phone call coming in here, Floyd. We have to come back.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Come back to him. He ain't going nowhere.
Hello, you are on Charlie Platt and Dirt Road Sports Show.
How about it, cousin Corey Thomas? This is Brian Wells from the Big Lake Seminole.
Brian, how you doing, man? How you doing? Got Floyd here tonight.
I'm listening to y'all, and I want to address something to Floyd and you and yourself and the rest of the audience.
Well, go ahead. Don't keep us in suspense. Go ahead and tell us.
Well, this is we're not a far left group. We more lean to the right and the Republican Party side and the right side of righteousness. And I wanted to let y'all know that we are struggling in Miller County and Seminole County and Decatur County, and the district is 29 counties in the district of 2nd District. And we have a way far left representative.
Congressman.
Yes, Mr. Bishop.
That's here.
And I want to encourage everybody to go out and join their local Republican Party, because as of right now, we have established every county, 29 counties in the 2nd District of Georgia, which has never been done before. And we need to go out and shout hallelujah to the accomplishments of what has been done.
That's right.
And if anybody wants to join, everybody is welcome. And no matter what county you in, if you love me and you love Seminole County, you can join in Seminole County. If you love Miller County, you can join in Miller County. If you love Blakely and you want to join in Blakely County, the only thing that holds you back is your delegate and alternate position is for voting in our district and our state levels. But everybody's welcome to join, and every county has been established. And thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Hey, Brian,
Thank y'all.
I want to make this shout out. Gerald Jenkins just posted up here. The Republican committee in Miller County is going to present a resolution Monday night at the county commissioners meeting at 6 p.m. in the courtroom to make Miller County a Second Amendment sanctuary county. It's already been done.
Exactly right. And we have already done it in Seminole County. And actually, the state of Georgia has already done this as far as the state. All we're doing is a resolution stating that the Miller County and the Seminole County has already done it. Miller County, all you're doing is establishing that Miller County will be a sanctuary county, recognizing the Second Amendment right.
And they're going to do that Monday night, and they're encouraging people to come at 6 p.m. at the courthouse.
That's exactly right. And I'm going to try to be there to be with them.
Brian, we appreciate you, man. You have a good evening.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, baby. Okay.
All right. All right, let's go right back and get this right here. Mr. Carlton Buddy Chambers, all your vehicle needs, you can call Carlton Buddy Chambers. 229-254-3109 is his direct sale number. Franklin Spring Creek Ford in Colquitt, Georgia. He is in the Salesman Hall of Fame of Colquitt. Hopefully next week we're going to have you on another vehicle that he's got for sale. They're having trouble getting vehicles to sell, and they're selling all they can get. But I promise you this, if you'll call Carlton Buddy Chambers, you know him, you know the face. He's been in the business for almost 40 years. Franklin Spring Creek Ford in Colquitt, Georgia. That's where he works, and he would love to have your business. 229-254-3109. All your vehicle needs, call Carlton Buddy Chambers. Floyd, tell me a little bit about Boyette Construction, Circle B Contracting.
Man, I've been knowing them a long time. I knew our old boy, yes, grandmama and granddaddy over in Attapulgis, Georgia. They'd been in the business. I lived with them when I worked at the mine down there one time. I rented a room from them in the house back in about 1966. Mr. Boyette and his wife, they had a little store there at Attapulgis. They go way back. The Boyettes go way back in the contracting business. Mr. Boyette, Earl's granddaddy, about that time, he was clearing land, digging ditches, doing all kind of good stuff, and Earl and Donald Boyette are carrying on that tradition of good, honest, hard work. When you leave, you'll know they've been there. Y'all do business with them down there, Circle B contracted. Y'all will see them big pretty black dump trucks with that Circle B wrote on the door of them. You look how clean they are and how well managed and how well maintained all of their equipment is. And that's what we need to do. Y'all need to get, the city of Colquitt needs to get with a Boyette Circle B contracted and finish paving Flamingo Boulevard and Tobacco Road here. Get it done. So that's who you need to talk. Forget Oxford. They gone. We won't never see them no more. And especially on Oak Drive with that man's wife being a Pentecostal member of Alberta Pentecostal Church up there.
Yeah, between her and Tony Clay, you out.
I'm gone. I'm toast, man. The word is out. I'm talking about. But anyway, do business with Earl Boyette, Circle B contractor. They'll treat you right.
Two things I want to talk about before I know we got a fishing report. Finally got a fishing report coming up tonight after about a month. He ain't doing a wedding or something else tonight. Listen to this headline. You ready? It's been devastating. University of Massachusetts Amherst students suspended for not wearing masks off campus. They were off campus without masks and had a picture put on Facebook. They suspended all three of the students, and they even locked them out to online learning, and so they lost their semester tuition of $16,000, all because they did not have a mask on off campus.
Now tell me that ain't total control of a human being. They're going to totally control what you do when you're not even on the campus. And that's from that liberal bastion in Massachusetts, all those intelligentsias up there. Now, some of the stupidest people on the planet. 16. No, I'm going to tell you who's the stupidest. Mom and daddy paying $16,000 for a semester for them to go to Amherst, which they ain't going to learn nothing at Amherst anyway, except how to be a radical. That's what they're going to learn there. And by the way, was they at a Black Lives Matter protest or one of them Antifa protests where they knocking windows out of stores and stealing tennis shoes and breaking into liquor stores and stealing fifths of whiskey? Was that what they was doing?
No,
wasn't doing that.
They were just out in the town of Amherst.
Out in the town. That's right. The friends out in the town socializing, doing what young folks supposed to do. But I'm telling you, man, these folks is taking over. There ain't no such thing as a liberal. There's no such thing as a liberal. Any of you liberal Democrats out there call yourself a liberal. You ain't a liberal. You are a fanatic. You are a total 100% fanatic, control fanatic that's trying to control every aspect of somebody else's life. Why don't y'all get out of the way and move on and let people live their own lives? But if anybody's crazy enough to spend $16,000 a semester to send one child, that's $50,000 or $60,000 a year, Corey, Marvin, that you got to pay to send them to that place where their head is going to be filled with mush anyway. When they get out of there, they ain't going to know nothing when they get out of there. They're not going to have any skills. They ain't going to know how to drive a truck. Probably most of them can't even drive a car now. They ain't got a set of driver's license amongst all of them.
That's right. Hey, I think we got a caller on the line here. Caller, you're live on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Go ahead. Hello. You are live on the Charlie Platt and Dirt Road Sports Show. Are you there? Oh, well.
He hooked up. Got to move on.
But anyway.
Go ahead.
But
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. Can you really believe that? I mean, that's
Yeah.
the world we're living in. And how about this other one? How about this cyber attack on the Colonial Pipeline has shut down all the fuel in the pipeline to pretty much all the southeastern United States. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, Bainbridge, Georgia is on the Colonial Pipeline at their terminal. That is the Colonial Pipeline where all that fuel that comes into Bainbridge is on the pipeline.
And that's where they transported out of Bainbridge out to southeast Alabama and northwest Florida and southwest Georgia and all over Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. That's where your fuel comes from. Now they've shut it down. They've shut it down, Marvin. I'm
Yep.
confused how anybody could do that. Man, we got Homeland Security, don't we? Ain't we got a Homeland Security bunch sitting up there? What do they do? What do they do? Oh, I know what they're doing. They're studying diversity and equity. That's what they're studying. That's what they're concentrating on. They ain't concentrating on folks trying to get some gas in the car or some diesel in the tractor so they can make a crop. Or better yet, what about this? What about diesel in them semi trucks? Yeah? Where you gonna get that from? I'm gonna tell all you liberal Democrats something out there too. Y'all listen, everything that you got in your house, everything that you got, everything that you look at and touch, a diesel semi truck brought it. Now you shut them down. You shut them down. What you gonna do? Run them trucks with windmills and solar panels? That's what your man in the White House is talking about doing. Okay, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing when that fool and them Democrat fools in Washington D.C. get through. You ain't seen nothing but what's coming from them.
And the thing about it is they're going to use this to manipulate the price of gas. I mean, it's even being rumored that it could double.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I got a good friend of mine, big farmer up here in Early County, Wayne Goocher. Me and him talk just about every day about agriculture and about other things. Goocher gets out there and gets his hands dirty himself. Goocher knows he changes plow points on bottom plows and puts springs and fingers and peanut pickers himself. He changes oil in his own tractors. He does all that. Goocher knows what's going on. He told me last year, he said, I bought this. Now, don't y'all listen to me. Don't y'all, you liberal Democrats, don't you to listen to me. This is when Donald Trump was president. He said he paid 87 cents a gallon for diesel fuel last year while Donald Trump was president. Go price you some now. Go price you some now, liberal Democrats, and see what it's going to cost you. It's going to be a heap more than 87 cents. And I'm going to tell you what else it's going to be. When you go in there to buy you a can of beanie weenies or whatever you're going to buy, or you buy you some salad makings, you see what it's going to cost you. That's your man in the White House. That's your man in control right there. Smartest man in the world. You're the most compassionate and godly man in America, somebody said the other day on Facebook, some stooge.
Wait, say that again.
Yeah. He said he was the most compassionate and godly president we've ever had.
God-fearing.
Oh, God-fearing. Yeah, well, he don't fear God. He thinks he is God. That's what his problem is. He thinks he is God. We had the National Day of Prayer. When was it, Marvin? Had it yesterday or day before yesterday, wasn't it?
It was Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. Had the day before yesterday. You had one on the square. Had an event there. Marvin, all a bunch of them up there. I didn't go. But any day was a bunch of them up there. First time in history that they've had a National Day of Prayer that the President of the United States did not mention God in his address at the National Day of Prayer. He did not mention God. That is how vain and how full of himself that man sitting in the White House is. He thinks he's God. Right by under Barack Hussein Obama, who thinks he's God's God. That's their problem.
Perilous times.
That's what we got. That's what we got. Hey man, they looking out for us, so they're gonna send you a stimulus check. Don't you get that stimulus check? Go buy you a new flat screen TV with it. You're gonna need your upgrade. Go buy you. Oh, you ain't got to buy you no cell phone. You can get them for free. But go buy you another flat screen TV to go in your bathroom in there. Well, that's where you're gonna spend most of your time anyway. You ain't gonna be out trying to work for nothing. Am I pretty much covered it, Marvin?
Hold your phone up there.
Look here. Hey, liberal Democrats, call us. Call. Tell us how great that man is up there.
Let's talk about it. Floyd, you ain't gonna believe this. First time in 4 weeks, we are joined right now. The fishing reverend.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you look at him. There's my man.
Y'all are hot tonight. I'm afraid to even say anything. I tell you one thing, I'm not a liberal Democrat. I know that. Marvin, the fishing's been good. The beds are popping up everywhere. You can go to the you can go to the lake and have fun on the bed. I'm
That's
telling
what
you
I'm
right now.
talking about.
Yes, sir. I mean, if you ain't catching fish right now, you just ain't going.
Well, I see this one right here, a Deacon Holt holding that big old red breast up there.
Oh man, Deacon Holt he's invested money in some of these electronics. He can put you on the bed now.
Oh,
He can do it.
Man,
It's almost like stealing, really.
That's what I'm talking about. What about
It is. It really is. That's exactly right. It really is. Sure is. Sure.
What about Garney? All them big catfish right there, man.
Garney. Now listen, Garney's been in the Chattahoochee. Some of y'all remember the limb line fishing. He's got into limb line fishing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's catching some catfish that are tree shakers, buddy. He is having the time of his life.
I wonder, what would Queasel say them weighed?
Queasel is off. He's probably in the metric system. He don't know what a catfish weighs to start with.
Well, you know, he's tonight. He couldn't join us, so he is at the international gas siphoning competition and the international buck dancing competition.
I just hope they ain't pulling taffy. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, the candy puller.
Yeah, he got out the candy pulling business. All right, what about this? It looks like you got a good mess of red breasted right there.
Oh yeah. We caught them on bed. I think that was right at 50, and wow. I'm telling you, it was fun. The wind was terrible that day, but old Holt managed to hold us over the bed.
Son, that is what I'm talking about. That's some nice ones right there now.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Nice yes, then we got one right here. Look at old Callie. Boy,
Callie's fishing.
Callie knows how to do it. That's a sweet girl right there. Oh, Callie. What's her last name?
Tyner.
Bobby Tyner and Miss Greer. That's there.
Yeah, but I tell you, she's a fishing queen.
I see it right there. Well, man, it's so good to hear your voice. Are you feeling better?
I am much better. There ain't nobody getting married tonight. And I'm at home with my wife and grandkids and daughter. I'm sitting out in the backyard myself right now.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
See, they won't let you watch us on the big screen TV.
No.
You got to slip off. That's what a lot of folks have to do when they watch us. A lot of men have to slip off. They have to slip outside.
Yeah, I was talking to a woman the other day, and she was watching some soap opera, and he was over there watching, and he laughed. And she told him to shut up laughing and put the earbuds in. She was trying to watch her TV show.
Well, I do have a question. Have y'all ever had an opposing view call in to talk with y'all?
No. We've been begged, man. We keep the lines wide open.
But y'all would take one if they called, right?
Oh, yeah, if they got their sense. Yeah. Most of the time, if they don't agree with us, they ain't got no sense. So they're gonna be on a short leash anyway.
Not only the short list, but a short.
They'll be on a short leash. They're gonna be on a short line. That's right.
Well, hey, happy Mother's Day to all these.
Amen, brother. You got that right.
I'm going fishing as soon as I can, brother. I promise you that.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you again next week with some more pictures and more fishing update reports. But according to the Fishing Reverend, it's hot out there. They are biting and bedding. So make sure you get you some of it. Preacher,
I just hope the preacher remembers one of his parishioners there that's dedicated every Sunday that's there. And he's my landscaping professional. I'm gonna keep up with how many cleaned fish y'all been delivered over to him. So.
Well, I would like for the record to show I have not talked about nor have I shown you a 32-pound catfish tonight.
Have a good one, Reverend Bart.
God bless you, man.
Oh, me. Roger Cook said on here, I like the Fishing Reverend.
Yeah, everybody likes the Fishing Reverend. I'm telling you. He's a good man.
I wanted the folks to see what you cooked for supper tonight.
Yeah, show them to them. Yes, sir. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, everybody. This is an old Floyd B. Lloyd coming back to call again. Late Saturday afternoon, 6:30 or so. I'm grilling me a little pieces of meat. I got a little For the lady there, you see that I already got that going. I got mine medium rare, and I got hers medium. I got on the grill this time. I never done before on my life. I'm grilling me some pineapples. I got fresh pineapple. I cut some big slabs on it. I'm grilling me some pineapples. We're gonna see how that turns out tonight. I'll let y'all know later on.
Yeah, it looked like you had some good food going on there.
Yeah, that's first. That's first. Go ahead. Somebody trying to talk to you.
Yeah, we didn't got another call coming in tonight. They've been
talk to us.
Go ahead. We got caller. You live on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show.
Corey, this is Florida. This is George Williams. I want to know what you think about the Atlanta mayor stepping down after they's 20 shot in one weekend. She decided she was going to run for re-election.
No, she got bigger plans in Atlanta, Georgia. Let me tell you, she's gonna be a cabinet or a Supreme Court justice or something. She got more plans in Atlanta, Georgia. She don't care about them folks getting shot. What are you talking about? She could care less. She's like that mayor of Chicago, Illinois. They'll kill 20 in a weekend. They ain't out in the streets burning up stuff. They ain't out in the streets doing nothing with that. They ain't protesting nothing. But she got big plans.
She gonna go to work with Walgreens.
Walgreens.
That's what they saying. She gonna go to work with Walgreens.
She ain't gonna she may own Walgreens, but she ain't gonna go. She ain't gonna be working for Walgreens. She may have one of them jobs like Michelle Obama had when her husband was a senator. One of them no-show jobs. She worked at the University of Illinois at Chicago. She had a no-show job, paid her like $300,000 a year. All she had to do was exist. That's all she had to do. So that'd be one of them jobs like the mayor of Atlanta. What's her name? Bottoms? Ain't that her name? Bottoms?
Keisha Lance Bottoms. Yeah,
Keisha Lance. But anybody's got a hyphen in their name like that, they better watch it.
George, don't you think though that the majority of what I've read, most people's happy that she's not running again?
Oh yeah, she was on her way out because she can't handle this crime rate that's taken off up there since they kind of defunded the police department. She's got all her top people about to leave, and she knew the writing was on the wall.
She said this the other day. She was fussing about how that the part of the problem in Atlanta was Georgia's lax gun control law. And the governor got her. He told her, he said, you've got more police officers in the city of Atlanta than the entire Georgia State Patrol that covers the whole state of Georgia. And you can't keep it under control.
Absolutely. She can't even control the little boy selling water on the corner of the street.
Yeah.
That's right.
Man, I'm going to tell you, it's a different day. I don't know who it'll be. Maybe they'll get some change. I don't know. I saw that interview the other night on Fox News with Hannity and Caitlyn Jenner running for governor. And of course, I don't subscribe to all that, but that's neither here nor there. But California's in a mess too. I mean, the whole state is in a mess.
Oh, listen, they had a show this morning on the Fox. They were showing how the homeless people taking over Venice Beach. And Venice Beach is in all the songs, and it's famous.
Yep.
That's where the rich folks go to, Venice Beach. Let them take it over. I wish they moved in. I wish they would surround Nancy Pelosi's house in San Francisco. I wish they'd have a 400 person encampment around her house in San Francisco. That's what needs to happen.
Oh, how's everything?
She made it.
Go ahead.
She made a mistake the other day, Billy. She thought she was with Willie Mays, and she was coming with Willie McCovey. She wasn't even with the same baseball player.
When you've been drunk that long, you don't know. When you've been drunk that long, you don't know. You don't know who you with.
Floyd, what's her drink of choice?
It's Scotch. It's got to be that Johnny Walker Blue. She don't go with that red. It's got Johnny Walker Blue. I guarantee you.
I don't know. They may not even have that in California, Billy. They may not.
Oh, yeah, they got it.
George, we appreciate you calling, brother.
Thank you, baby. We love you.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, for her to chastise the governor that Georgia's, he said the same gun laws in Georgia have been in play for decades. And they got more police in Atlanta, but the crime rate, there's actually crime rates in parts of non-metro Atlanta are decreasing, but it's skyrocketing in Atlanta. But look at every liberal controlled city in America. Look at every liberal controlled city in America and look at the crime rate. Look at the crime.
It's off the chart.
There is a direct correlation.
That's right. Exactly.
Direct correlation. All right, Floyd, how about this place right here, MC Construction LLC? Tell them about him.
Yeah, old Baron Cobb, he's in the construction business. He'll build it like it ought to be built, and he'll do it right. He'll stand behind it. 30 years experience, specializing in all of your construction needs. He'll do what needs to be done for you. Call Mayor. He's got a crew that come out there and work for you, and he'll check them out. He'll see after, make sure they do the job right, and you'll be happy. You'll be satisfied. Whenever he leaves, you'll be satisfied. Y'all check out Mayor and Cobb, BMC Construction LLC. Why call the rest? Just call the best. LLMC Construction LLC. Colquitt, Georgia.
229-425-75, Mr. Marion Cobb, proud sponsor here on the Charlie Platt and Dirt Road Sports Show. Man, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot going on in this world. But hey, we appreciate all of our viewers and listeners. A lot of people listen to us when they're riding down the road, and we appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hey, guys, y'all could be watching 1,000 other things on television, but we appreciate y'all watching us. And listen, we're going to tell you the truth, and we're going to give you our opinion. Now, doesn't mean you have to agree with it. Don't even mean you got to like us. Hey, we all got an opinion, and we subscribe to Judeo-Christian values and conservative social principles. That's us.
Amen. That's it. That's what we are. In a nutshell. That's right. We were raised right, and we're gonna try to act right. Now some of us like me sometimes get sideways a little bit there, but old Marvin and Queasel and Charlie and the fishing preacher, man, please, you ain't got to worry about them. I got some. I need to shake the sand out of my sandals sometime and move on. But oh Lord, hey, it is what it is.
That's right.
Floyd,
it's this we almost 10 till, but it is time right now, ladies and gentlemen, for Floyd's short lists and books. Floyd's famous short lists and books, solely, fully, and completely exclusively sponsored by Berryhill Auctioneers. T.C. Berryhill, he's all over the nation. T.C. Berryhill Auctions is the exclusive sponsor of Floyd's short lists and books. Floyd, have you got
I got a little story I want to tell y'all before we get in the short list. I got a little story I want to tell you about cousin of mine, cousin Ethelda. Cousin Ethelda, she's her husband passed away several years ago. Unexpectedly, he was up under a car changing oil, and a jack come loose and fell down on him and killed him. And so she was left a widow. She's been a widow woman for a pretty good while. So she was Aunt Ethelda was she was wanting her a man, wanting her a husband. And she said, I don't want to go to all this trouble, go to all these places trying to find a husband. So she go run her ad in the newspaper. Don't put her ad in the newspaper. She said, I just want to get. She asked me what I said. Oh, you don't want to do that. I said, ain't no telling what kind of folks don't show up at your house. She said, that's what I'm gonna do. She said, that's the easiest way to do it. Said I'm gonna just run me a little ad in the newspaper. I said, well, let me know how it works out. Anyway, she run her ad in the newspaper, and the ad says, looking for a husband. Said, I want a man that ain't gonna slap me around. I want a man that ain't gonna follow me around everywhere I go, all in the house. And every time I leave the house, he be following me around. And I want a man that's good in bed. So anyway, she run the ad in the newspaper. So I checked on her in a few days. I said, ain't Ethelda? I said, how you coming with your ass in the newspaper about a man? She said, well, I had one pretty good prospect the other day. Heard my doorbell ring. Said, went down, opened the door, pulled the door, and said, that was a man sitting in a wheelchair. Said he ain't had no arms and no legs. I said, goodness gracious. She said, what you doing here? He said, well, I answered your ad in your newspaper. He said, I ain't got no arms, so I can't be slapping you around. She said, well, that's right. You can't do it. He said, I ain't got no legs, so I can't be following you everywhere you go. She said, yeah, what about it? She said, well, what about that good in bed part? He said, I rung your doorbell, didn't I? Oh Lord, don't tell that in church tomorrow now, Marty.
Oh God.
Let's get on with the short list. Floyd's short list here. Let me get my throat cleared out here. right, here's Floyd's short list. All right. Sponsored by Barry Hill Auctioneer. Jews that have been allowed to do business in Saudi Arabia.
Hey, hold on, Floyd. We got to put it on stop. Platt has joined us from the race.
All right,
Hold
put
on.
him on.
All right, we got Platt here. Charlie Platt, are you there?
I'm here, buddy. How are you?
I am good, man.
We got stock cars fixing to hit. I got it. I can't stay here but just a second on this thing because I got a race that I got to call. So everybody, I'm sorry I missed tonight. I look forward to next Saturday night. Listen good to Floyd. We got the super stocks coming up. Pace car bringing them around. A lot of fun. Marvin, they have got funnel cake now at the concession stand over here. Did you hear me?
Yes, sir. I could eat one in the porta potty.
Buddy, they have got the best concession stand in place you'll ever go. South Alabama Speedway. Get back to it, Floyd. We'll see y'all next Saturday night.
All right, baby. Good to see you. All right, here's one right here. Here's another one right here. While we're on the Saudi Arabia Muslim subjects, infidels that have been allowed to go to Mecca. People that have drank more liquor than Nancy Pelosi. That's going to be a short list.
That's a short one, ain't it?
Pentecostal preachers that have dreadlocks. Pentecostal preachers that can sing opera. And we'll go ahead and get them on out of the way so we get it done. Pentecostal women that can't fix their own hair. Now that's a short list.
That's a real short list.
They can do that one. Here's one. Here's a short one here too. Tender moments that we shared together by Bill and Hillary Clinton. Other than sweet tea and alcohol, liquids that people put in red Solo cups. Number of times that a gun has just jumped off the shelf and shot somebody.
Yep.
Here one beauty contest that Maxine Waters has won.
That's a short one.
Times that higher taxes and more regulations have helped society.
Yep.
Wise decisions made by stupid people.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's your Joe Biden folks. Call us in. Tell us how wise he is. Tell us how many wise decisions he's made. And here's one right here. It says, people are more phony than Barack Obama. Call us. So that's it on the short list tonight, y'all. I got a short list tonight, but anyway, it's the best I can come up with. I've been kind of disoriented and all this week with my paving situation out there. So trying to lighten up a little bit if I can on some of these folks. Maybe I won't get in too much trouble.
Yeah. Maybe the Pentecostals will leave you alone.
They'll leave me alone. They know I'm all right. They know I'm on their side. They know I'm on their side.
You right there with them.
Here's a short list too. Pentecostals that are guilty of rioting in the street. I'm on y'all's side now. See that? Yeah. Nice. Show me the Pentecostals that's in the street rioting and knocking out windows and stealing stuff out of other folks' business.
And especially the liquor.
Yeah, liquor stores. Yeah. Show me that. Now, some of the Baptists may be out there doing that, but they ain't gonna be I don't know. I know some of the Methodists. Some of them Methodists is out there doing it.
And I bet there's a string of Episcopalians.
Oh man, what you talking about? There's a bunch of them out there.
Oh, well, guys, we want to make sure if your mama's still alive, you reach out to her tomorrow. If your mama's gone on, remember her tomorrow. We want to tell all the ladies that are watching us tonight that are mothers. We want to tell y'all happy, happy, happy Mother's Day. It's a day we set aside in this nation to honor our mothers, and it is very worthy, very worthy. Did get a postcard. My wife got a postcard in the mail on Thursday. Our state representative, Winfred Dukes. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, we got one. They did got one. That's it. He sends them to everybody. That's just kind of Winford's trademark for the
Yeah.
Mother's Day deal, and that's good. That's a good thing. It's always good to respect your mother.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Well, maybe I hope this week the gas doesn't get out of sight. Maybe they'll get that. Maybe they'll get that working back. I don't know. I don't know how you allow a whole pipeline to shut down on cybersecurity. I mean, that is a national asset, and you would think that it would be high on the list of protected. But I don't know. I guess it's just kind of where we are today in this country and priorities that are taking place. I'm sure that if it were windmills or solar panels, that they'd be done had it solved.
They'd be on it. They'd be on it. They'd be done dropping a nuclear bomb on whoever was doing it. If it was a solar panel farm or a windmill farm somewhere, they'd be done nuclearize them. But since it's oil, since it's gas, since it's just the lifeblood of the nation,
Yeah.
we ain't worried about that. Let them do without gas and diesel. We're gonna do away with the gas and oil business anyway. So it's a good start right now. Everybody just get you a windmill and get you a solar panel and get you a bicycle, because that's what you're gonna need if you're gonna go anywhere. If you're gonna go anywhere.
Floyd, we got about 3 minutes left. You want to start taking us home, and I'll bring us to an end.
I do. Corey, you cannot stress the importance of loving your mother. You cannot. You cannot. There's no way you can stress the importance of having your mother alive, still with you, and listening to her. There's nothing that your mother is ever going to tell you that's going to be wrong. It is all for your well-being. It's all for your benefit. It's all for your good. My mother's been gone. She's been in heaven a long time. Nadine's mother's been in heaven a long time. We don't have either one of them. Neither one of us have our mother or father, but they ain't a day that goes by that we don't think about them, and we can recall some of the things that they've done for us and some of the lessons we've learned from them, especially your mother. There's not a more important person on the planet than your mother. And if you hadn't called her, if you hadn't checked on her, do it right now. Now's the time. Don't say I'm going to do it tomorrow. You do it right now. You call her and check on her and ask her how you doing, and just say, Mama, I love you. I love you. And is there anything I can do for you? Because one day you're going to look at that phone and you're going to reach over there to pick it up, and you're going to reach over there to pick it up to call Mama. Mama's going to be gone. I've done it. I know. She ain't going to be there. But love you, Mama. Your mama ain't nobody loves you no more than your mama except the Lord Jesus Christ. That's it, Marvin.
Hey, guys, thank y'all tonight. Happy Mother's Day to all of you ladies out there that are mothers. I want to wish a happy Mother's Day to my mother, Diane Thomas, my mother-in-law, Monty Bass, and to my wife, the mother of my 2 children, Holly Thomas, and tell them how much I love them all and appreciate them. And I hope you do as Floyd said. Do want to remind you that if tomorrow's the Lord's Day also, go to church with your mom if you can. Give the Lord his due tomorrow. Turn the TV on and watch the church. Watch it on Facebook or YouTube, a church somewhere. Give the Lord his due, because tomorrow is his day. Let me give you a scripture for the day or the week. However, as it is written, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him. And you know, that's so wonderful. That's so true. God loves all of us. He is so merciful, and he is so compassionate, and he is so gracious with all of us. Guys, we appreciate y'all inviting us in your homes. Man, it's an honor and a privilege each week for us to be able to be invited into your homes and share our viewpoints, reflections, revelations, opinions, whatever we come up with, our short list. Man, we just want to tell you thank you. Y'all don't know what it means to us. We love all of y'all. We want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Carlton Buddy Chambers, salesman extraordinaire at Spring Creek Ford, Circle B Contracting in Bainbridge, Georgia, MC Construction in Colquitt, Georgia, and Berry Hill Auctioneers. We appreciate all of them for their support and helping us to keep this program on the airwaves. We want to say thank you to them. Again, we want to do a big shout out tonight on our big screen sponsor, Doc's Dog Grooming Discount Dentures, Wedding Planners, Septic Tank Services, and Digestive Counseling in Disco, Wisconsin. Guys, we love y'all. We'll see y'all same time, same place next week. Y'all have a blessed week. God bless you, and God bless the great state of Georgia, and God bless the United States of America. Good night, y'all. We love you.
Good night. Y'all be